Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. The trouble in 2025 does not seem to end. For Fred Kerley, if the legal problems that he had been facing since the year started, and then the struggles with his performance on the track were not enough, the athlete has been suspended for an alleged anti-doping whereabouts violation by the AIU. The World Anti-Doping Code states an athlete cannot miss 3 anti-doping tests or filing failures within 12 months. Though the Olympian declined the allegations soon after the suspension, he took to his Instagram broadcast channel and said, "I want to be clear. I have never used performance-enhancing drugs and I have always competed clean." Now his girlfriend stands in his support, claiming that he has been a top guy from Day 1. On a post made by Race Take TV 2 days ago, the Olympian's girlfriend commented, "Let's be real, the whole field been slipping. People been trying to play FK, but he's been that guy from Day 1. Even through college, always been clean, confident, elite, unstoppable, and medals every year. But the ones they keep you puppets and get away with whatever. It's wild. Now, everyone just seeing it because of this situation. The athlete is in a relationship with Cleo Raman, aka DJ Sky. Hi baby." Her comment would serve as a pillar in Kerley's battle against the suspension. In a statement posted on X, external lawyers for Kerley said he intends to contest the allegation. Kerley strongly believes that one or more of his alleged missed tests should be set aside, either because he was not negligent or because the doping control officer did not do what was reasonable under the circumstances to locate him at his designated location. It added the suspension is only going to limit Kerley's days on the track. It's good as early as it's lifted. Raman's support will be vital here. One good thing for Kerley in this one whirlwind of a year is that his girlfriend has been standing by his side in every situation. Cleo Raman has been supporting Fred Kerley. Back in January, Fred Kerley found himself in a scuffle with the Miami police. He was arrested late at night in Miami Beach after approaching officers who were investigating near his parked car. Police said he became aggressive, refused to leave, and took a fighting stance. When he resisted arrest, they tackled and tossed him before taking him into custody. "He's an athlete. Please do not mess with him." Raman could be heard on the video before an officer said they would tase him. She was also arrested for allegedly resisting arrest. Raman told NBC6 that she and Kerley were just trying to have a fun night and said she believes the officers went overboard with Kerley's arrest. There was no reason or no type of aggression the police officer should have given him for him to have to respond like he did. She told the TV station this was not the only instance. After some not-so-impressive performances in Grand Slam track, Kerley clocked a time of 9.8787 seconds in the semifinals of Francine Last Chance. The DJ took to her X handle and tweeted 9.87. Clapping emoji say no more. On May 1st, 2025, Kerley was arrested again in Dania Beach on a charge of battery, touch, or strike against his ex-girlfriend Alea Johnson. This occurred just ahead of a Grand Slam track event in Miami for which he was slated to compete. Speaking on that, his girlfriend tweeted replying to a comment now deleted, "Thank you for your honest and unbiased account from eyewitnesses. 'Cause I was upstairs like you said, and 2 people came up and privately told me she literally got hit by her boyfriend's slow-swinging self." Fred and the BF was the altercation. The build-up to the World Athletics Championships is meant to be electric, a stage where sprinters fine-tune their form, nations rally around their stars, and fans brace themselves for unforgettable moments. But for Team USA, the story has taken an unexpected and heartbreaking turn. Fred Kerley, one of America's brightest hopes and a reigning Olympic silver medalist, has been provisionally suspended just weeks before the global showdown. What could have been a narrative of speed, redemption, and gold is transformed into one clouded with uncertainty. And, in the midst of this chaos, Kerley's partner has broken her silence with an emotional message that cuts through the noise of speculation, revealing the human cost behind the headlines. The shocking suspension. News of Kerley's provisional suspension spread like wildfire through the track and field community. It came not with a dramatic press conference, but with a quiet update on the anti-doping authority site. A few words that carried the weight of shattered dreams. For fans, disbelief was immediate. Kerley, the poster of consistency, the man who stormed through the 100m and 200m circuits with an aura of controlled aggression, suddenly found his legacy hanging by a thread. For the United States, it meant losing one of their most decorated sprinters at the worst possible time. And for Kerley himself, it meant staring down questions no athlete ever wishes to answer. But while analysts debated timelines, rules, and legalities, someone else's voice entered the conversation. Not as a lawyer, not as a coach, but as the person who knows Kerley's heart best. A partner's message. Within hours of the suspension news, Kerley's partner took to social media with a post that struck a nerve, with fans across the world, accompanied by a simple black and white photo of the two holding hands. Her message wasn't about medals or reputations. It was about love, loyalty, and the resilience to withstand storms. When the world doubts you, I will not. When people whisper, I will speak louder. This doesn't change the man you are. The fighter, the dreamer, the father, the friend. We've walked through pain before, and we will walk through this, too. Whatever happens at Worlds, know that I'm here always. The message was raw. It wasn't polished by PR teams, nor was it a strategic defense. It was an unfiltered glimpse into what it means to stand by someone when the world threatens to turn against them. Fans immediately flooded her comments with words of support, echoing the sentiment that behind the sprinter's lane, behind the national flag, there is simply a man navigating one of them. Himself has remained notably quiet since the suspension. Known for his non-nonsense demeanor on and off the track, he has never been one to fuel drama with social media rants or cryptic statements. But his silence now feels heavier. Every photo of him training, every clip of him exploding out of the blocks has been replaced by speculation. Is this the end of Kerley's Worlds? Will he appeal? Can he salvage not just a season, but his reputation? Fans, however, point to his partner's message as a signal. The man is not broken. The storm is fierce, but the foundation beneath him, family, love, and resilience, is stronger. The human side of track and field. It is easy for fans and commentators to reduce athletes to numbers. 100m times, medals, won, records broken. But moments like this remind us that track and field is not only about split-second performances, it's also about the fragile humanity that underpins them. Kerley's provisional suspension is not just a blow to Team USA's medal tally. It is a personal earthquake for a man who has spent his life chasing perfection on the track, and for the people who've sacrificed alongside him. His partner's message highlights that emotional landscape, the late nights, the endless travel, the constant pressure, and how it all hangs in the balance now. A world without Kerley. The thought of a world championships without Fred Kerley feels strange. He has become one of the defining figures of Americans sprinting in the post-Bolt era. With Noah Lyle stepping into global stardom and Christian Coleman looking for redemption, Kerley was meant to complete the trio, an American powerhouse ready to dominate the world stage. Instead, Fans are left to imagine heats and finals without his explosive stride, his calm confidence, and his ability to pull off stunning upsets. Rivals may see a clearer path to gold, but the absence leaves the competition with a void, a sense that the story unfolding is incomplete. Support from the track family. Interestingly, not all voices around the track community have rushed to judgment. Several athletes, including fellow American sprinters, have shared messages of support. While not all have directly addressed the suspension, the undertone is clear. Many refuse to believe Kerley's journey ends here. The fraternity of track and field, so often marked by fierce rivalries, has in moments like these revealed its solidarity. For every critic sharpening their blade, there seems to be another voice reminding the world of Kerley's character, work ethic, and integrity. The road ahead, provisional suspension, doesn't always mean guilt. It means investigation. For Kerley, the road ahead will be one of hearings, appeals, and endless scrutiny. His lawyers and advisors will likely work tirelessly to clear his name while his fans wait with bated breath. Yet, no matter what the official verdict becomes, his partner's emotional message has already reframed the story. It has reminded the world that the man in question isn't just a headline or a statistic. He is a human being with people who love him, who will fight alongside him, and who believe in his future even when the present feels uncertain. The emotional undercurrent. At its heart, this is not just a story about athletics. It's a story about resilience in the face of disappointment, about standing tall when the ground crumbles beneath you. It's about a woman's voice cutting through the roar of speculation to remind her partner and the world that love is undefeated, even when medals are stripped away. Her words, "This doesn't change the man you are," have become a rallying cry not just for Kerley's fans, but for anyone who has ever felt reduced to their failures. It is a message that transcends sport, resonating with anyone who has faced unfair trials, unexpected losses, or public doubt. Conclusion: the world's beyond the track. The 2024 World Athletics Championships may go on without Fred Kerley, or it may yet see his redemption. That remains uncertain. But what is certain is the emotional gravity of this moment. For Kerley, his career may now be defined as much by how he handles the suspension as by the medals he has won. And through it all, the unwavering support of his partner has given the world a different kind of story to hold on to. Not one measured in seconds, but in love. Not one decided by the finish line, but by the strength to keep running even when the track disappears. In the end, perhaps that is the true essence of sport. Not just victory on the field, but grace, courage, and the will to endure off it. What are your thoughts on the couple and late summer of 2025? The textbooks and timelines are still in flux, but one thing's certain: Fred Kerley, formerly among the world's fastest sprinters, is in the eye of a storm. The Athletics Integrity Unit AIU has provisionally suspended him for 3 whereabouts failures in 12 months, missing scheduled anti-doping tests or failing to update his location, a violation that could trigger up to a 2-year ban. Reuters. +1. For Kerley, this isn't just procedural, it's a jarring blow. A messenger here, no races, no championships, just the hush before what should have been his world championship crowning moment. Act 1, the suspension unveiled. On August 12 to 13, 2025, headlines exploded. Fred Kerley suspended amid anti-doping whereabouts failures. The Guardian. Reuters. +1. The once defining roar of starting blocks replaced by stunned silence. His attorney issued a statement via Kerley's social media, asserting that some missed tests shouldn't count, either due to his own non-negligence or the testing officer's lapses. Reuters. No further comment for now, they said. Fred looks forward to presenting his case to the hearing panel. Act 2, a year's tumult, a career in turmoil. 2025 had already been a brutal year For Kerley, he withdrew from the U.S. Track and Field Championships, citing a tough season. The 100M should be a straight sprint. 2025 has presented many hurdles. Taking time out to get back on track, he posted. Reuters. Pulse Sports Kenya. Earlier, legal storms roiled him. Arrests in Florida. First, a confrontation with police in Miami Beach in January. Then, a battery charge for allegedly striking ex-girlfriend and Olympian Alaisha Johnson in May. The Times of India. People.com. The Washington Post. He's pleaded not guilty, and attorneys maintain his innocence. The Times of India. People.com.